Well, hi, I've been asked to come on YouTube and introduce for a moment a new program that's coming to Greenville, North Carolina. Andromeda Tutoring, which is my tutoring company, and myself, Steve Elliott, the tutor, are beginning to host some seminars throughout the school year for high school students. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about what the seminar is, how it works, and why it might be perfect for your high school student. It's fairly easy to see that civil discourse has perhaps been fallen on hard times in our society. And so, the seminar is an excellent opportunity to develop in students the skills they need to converse about any of the great topics that are out there to be discussed. Mortimer Adler, when he did his work on the great books of the Western world, stated that there were 103 great ideas, things ranging from love to justice to virtue to law, God, man. There's 103 of them. I won't list them all for you. But the seminars take one of those ideas and prepares the student to discuss it, leads them through a discussion of it, and then has them wrap it up with a little bit of writing on their own once they've been to the seminar. So let's just take an example of the topic justice. Prior to coming to the seminar, the student would be given a set of possible readings, a couple of which would be required and the rest of which would be optional, and they could read all or some of those readings to prepare their mind to think about this topic. One of those readings is an essay that surveys from basically the Greeks up to the present time the conversation that's been had in the Western world about that topic, in this case justice. Now, some of those readings might include something from Plato or Aristotle, something from the New Testament, or Thomas Aquinas, maybe from Shakespeare or Dostoevsky. It's just the great works, and they're typically excerpts, not the whole work, but just a portion of it, and a portion that has something to do with the topic that we'll be discussing. So their mind is activated, probably driven to ask some questions of what they've read, and they come into the seminar knowing that they're going to be, in part, leading that discussion by being able to help define the term, by being able to set forth ideas that they had as they thought about this concept. In the case of justice, they might want to argue with each other about the role of mercy in justice, how power, political power in particular, relates to justice and sometimes works against justice. There's all kinds of things that they can discuss, and that's exactly the point. Rather than having a set curriculum, a course outline that they carefully follow down through and stay right on point, these seminars tend to get wide-ranging and feel much like a pursuit of a rabbit. And there's nothing wrong with that in good intellectual pursuit of truth. So this is an opportunity for them to decide what they want to say and how they want to say it, and to learn how to civilly hear what other people have to say, hear people who disagree with them, have to defend their own point of view, and have to build that point of view through the reading in advance, through what they hear their peers saying in the group. And then at the end, they're given an opportunity either through a written journal or a blog online to record what they think, what they thought as they had the conversation, what they learned from it, things that they still aren't sure about. Any number of things can be written down to help lock in the experience of the seminar. And these are going to happen 10 times throughout the school year on the campus of ECU. It will be in the evening, which is why we've named it the Nights at the Round Table. Nights as in the evening, not as in those with helmets and swords. And we think it's a fun time. Some of us might think, well, sitting around talking about big ideas sounds scary. Most students do come in with a little bit of trepidation, but quickly warm up to the fact that they're leading conversations. It's their peers. In many cases, they know many of the students. And we are working with both public and private schools in the area, as well as homeschoolers, so we anticipate a wide variety of students, not a whole bunch of friends, although friends certainly can invite one another to the seminar. But if they attend 8 out of the 10 seminars throughout the year, they'll at the end receive a certificate of completion that's appropriate for college entrance resumes. Colleges are looking for students that have not only, of course, developed the fine arts and developed athletics, but participated in some significant way in intellectual development, extracurricularly, beyond what the high school has required of them. And we think this is a great way both to accomplish a needed aspect of college entrance, but also to develop in these students the ability to read well, to write well, to think by listening and by speaking. And if they can develop these skills in a fun way, we think it's all the better. Of course, we ask each of them from time to time to bring a little bit of refreshment so we can all enjoy a little food with our talk. They last 90 minutes, and we think that they fit exactly what Mortimer Adler was talking about almost 50 years ago when he said that the seminar, something just like this, would by itself reform high school education in America. Very few schools took him up on the challenge, but some of the most expensive and elite college preparatory schools in America, places like Phillips Exeter, for example, use specially built tables, the Harkness tables, to conduct these kinds of seminars in a round table fashion daily on their campus to prepare their students for the best experience possible both in college and beyond it in life. And we're excited to bring this to Greenville. We're excited to have ECU helping us out with that. We hope you'll consider signing up either on our website. There's a link to it below this video, or if you know somebody that's participating, just give them a call and say, I want to be a part too. We hope to see you as one of the participants in our Nights at the Round Table program this year.